Hello everybody, and welcome back to Monday.io. If it's your first time here, double welcome to you. Also, I love you. Today, we're going to be taking a little look at a visual novel called Dungeons Lesbians, which seems to have my sort of vibe. I don't know what the whole deal with it is, but we will see. That's the whole point of this whole thing. Hello, hero. It's good to see you. You will enter a world of swords and sorcery where giant lizard things think thievery and regicide is a good idea. Let me show you what you look like. Don't question why you look like that. It's time to name yourself. What is your name? We'll do our name. I hit enter on that? And you are here. Welcome, Luka. The thing is, the world has always been one that longs for a hero. What's a hero? Someone who fills the world with change and splendor, with courage and love in their hearts. But remember, a hero isn't one person. No man is an island, or so they say. I might recommend for you to build up your relationships. Be in touch with your heart so you can touch others. In other words, be as gay as your heart desires, you funky little lesbian. You're getting what you paid for. Venture thus unto the world and let your heroic tales unfold. Ooh, this sounds good. Level... You've arrived. Heck yeah, final boss! Heck yeah! Don't copy me, you nerd! Alright, shut it. It's my turn. I mean, Lena's gonna continue. Thanks, Raffi. Ahem. So, you've all come to the end of your journey. Whoa. Flames roar all about you, trapping you in a cage of heat and noise. Unnaturally high for your run-of-the-mill forest fires, those ain't no ordinary flames. They're magic ones cast by the very evil sorcerer. Yes, the one in front of you right now. You mere fools! You were foolish fools to think you could ever defeat I, Prozac the Powerful! The very evil sorcerer cackles, raising his staff high to the sky at your obvious defeat, or so it seems. Hold it, fiend! Ooh, Paladin's cute. A literal knight in shining armor, the tank of your party rises, basically blinding you in her glory. For eons, thou have reigned eons of terror, pushing the innocence of this land into, a reign of terror. Well, no more. My trusty fellow allies of trust shall vanquish thee. Her heart-rending speech strikes a chord in all your hearts. You, her trusty ally of trust, cannot simply stand mutely mute. You, too, shakily get to your feet and look the very evil sorcerer in the eyes. Whack. What eloquent words! As expected of a bard, inspired by your poetry, the remaining member of your party too scrambles to a stand. With newfound, unfamiliar valiantness, she points an accusing finger at the very evil sorcerer. Determination burning in her eyes, she opens her mouth, capturing the full attention of the enemy. I have no part in this, I'm actually just in it for the money. In fact, she offers 10 to attack your party instead. Silence reigns across the dungeon, the sorcerer ponders the business over. You, a brilliant strategist, devise perfect plans that you can execute immediately. Dan Guitar smashes into smithereens on the very evil sorcerer's head. You gain 10 plus punk. Fuck yeah. You also shed a single tear for Dan Guitar's sacrifice. The very evil sorcerer falls to his knees. Now it's just the time for the final blow. The paladin raises her brave sword, the hunter her bow, and you have nothing after smashing your dank guitar, so you don't really do anything. With a flash of blinding light, the evil ruler of this land is no more. Finally, the evil has been defeated. The dungeon is quiet, the roaring of the magical flames extinguished along with the sorcerer's defeat. The adventure, the quest you've all spent together is over. This land shall suffer under his iron fist of cruelty no more. Thinking that should clear your hearts, but for some reason, you feel a sense of emptiness within you. Have you ever felt that sense that something is missing? Like there's a hole inside of you have to fill? This empty feeling, you know what it is. Hunger. What? What? Nod knowingly. We're taking a break. I want sandwiches. Ignoring your friend's protests, your GM strolls leisurely to her kitchen. This D&D session can't really continue without her here, so you just stew in silence. Well, I was getting a bit tired. It's due for a break. Ugh. Having become interested in D&D lately, you and your friends have been pretty into this nerd crud. Speaking of, what had you decided to name your character? Give your very cool character a name. I mean, that's just accurate to, like, real life. Yeah, no, you actually named your character Sir Swagger Balls. No! Fine, your name can be Luka-chan, whatever, I guess. Anyways, you suddenly get a very particular and strong desire to introduce your friends to yourself. You wonder briefly why ever you would feel this urge as someone familiar with them already, but whatevs. Hey, who was that random dude in the background? Think about you. That's you, a singy boy. Also known as the bard, the adventurer, poet, and completely useless. You feel it reflects your true soul. It's your first time with D&D, but you've already concluded that the singy boy is the best class, objectively. Who cares if you had 0 attack or defense points? You got to seduce everything. Your little doodle of dank guitar brings nostalgic tears to your eyes. Think about the paladin. The paladin is run by Raffi over there. She's the sweetest girl you've ever met. When she gave you an entire bowl of sweets. Sure, it was a bowl mixed with M&M's, Skittles, and tiny rocks that looked like sweets, but it's the thought that counts. Aw. Think about the hunter. Ooh. The hunter is run by the gremlin over there. Her name is Gwen, and she's small. You have a long, deep-seated desire to throw down with her for once and for all. She is your sworn enemy. She's very cute. Think about the game master. This campaign is run by Lena, who just went into her kitchen. She's what you call cool and aloof, maybe a bit of a mom friend since she got her own place. That's where you're at now. She always chides us for leaving milk out in the open. You also suspect she is secretly a genius. Think about that random dude in the background. Oh, that's Jim. Just another ordinary boy. Say hi to Jimothy? Yes? You say hi, inwardly, hoping your thoughts reach his ordinary heart. It totally did. Okay. I want to maybe continue what I was doing, which is not introducing people. Sure, fine, whatever. Return to your boring life full of not introducing. In your stupor, you realize most of your friends have moved off to different sides of the room, eager to explore Lena's new house. Let's talk to Gwen. Approach. If you think you've beaten me with your sick-ass guitar smashing, you're wrong. What an annoying brat. Okay. Climb to the sofa with Raffi. Make small talk. What are you doing? Oh, nothing. Yet. Say, have you watched Infinity's Wars yet? No. Captain Iron dies. You no longer want to make small talk with Raffi. Oh. Cool. What you doing? Making sandwiches. Wanna help? You can help out Lena, then hang out with others within your break time. Yeah. You start helping out. What a nice house guest you are. We decided to criticize Lena's pants to even it out. I've said this already, but your pants are terrible. Hey, my house, my rules. She gives a cool shrug. It is so cool, the room temperature instantly falls by 10 degrees Celsius. Damn, maybe she secretly is a genius. Awed by her sheer coolness, you only realize after a while the sheer number of sandwiches you're making. Whoa, that's a lot. It's for everyone, too. That's really nice of you. Lena looks a little pleased as she finishes up the stack of sandwiches. I'm not, really. I'm just used to taking care of my twin brother. I was always the more mature one. No wonder. Kind of curious what you were like as a child, actually. I still have pictures. I'll show you if we have time. What? You know, the milk babies. They die if you don't put them back in the fridge. That's why the milk tastes bad when you leave it out, you know? Lena chides you gently as she leaves you in abject confusion and more confusion. Milk babies? Are those milk babies? The milk babies are very cute. Could it be Lena's dumb? No, no way. No way, you say, but the mystery nags at your mind. There's no way she's actually not smart, right? Mystery of Lena added. Wait, do I have like an inventory? Huh. Say hi to Jimothy. You call out to Jimothy, who's watching TV. Hey! Hi. Jimothy goes back to whatever brain-rotting program he's watching. Cool. Let's hang out with Gwen. Gwen is fiddling on her phone, furiously typing something. You vaguely catch some photos flash past her screen. You have time to sit down and figure out what she's doing before hanging out with others within your break time. Yeah. You take your seat back at the table. Gwen glares at you, or stare curiously, you can never tell. As soon as your eyes glance over, the phone's screen turns black. Ugh. How dare she try to protect her privacy by turning her phone off? What was that? It's nothing. Go back to being a nerd. Yeah, you nerd. I'm not a nerd, you're the nerd. You are. Your face is a nerdier nerd. Stop yelling, you two. We just finished playing D&D. You both are nerds. Under Raffi's infinite wisdom, you enter a grudging truce. I can't believe you smashed your guitar. It was your dank guitar. You gently correct her. The correct term is dank guitar. Anyways, didn't you love that thing? Now like an air guitar. Why would you do this? Gwen opens her mouth to say more, but is distracted by a ping on her phone. This is your chance. You may be a complete idiot with 2 remaining brain cells, but you do have a sharp eye for chances. Is this, like, am I the protagonist? Is this, like, me? It feels like it's me. What are you even looking at? Gwen raises her head in a daze. Cryptids. What? Nothing, go away! I like Gwen a lot. As Gwen rejects further conversation, the question nags at your mind. Could it be Gwen has a relation to cryptids, or... The mystery is seriously nagging at your mind. I really like how there's like a stock image thing in the corner. That's really cute. I like that a lot. I will lounge on the sofa with Raffi. What you doing? Oh, you know, just resting. Wanna chill with me? You can chill with Raffi before hanging out with others within your break time. Yeah. You oblige, gently placing yourself next to Raffi. The cushion you're on bends from your weight. How are you doing? Having fun. That's great. I don't really care, but that's great. Contrary to her words, you spot a small grin in the corner of her lips. When she turns back to you, it has smoothed back into her usual peaceful, laid-back smile. Peaceful and laid back, like usual. Want to help me draw on Lena's bathroom mirror with permanent markers? Offering to help decorate her friend's house? How thoughtful. You are touched by this kind gesture of Lena. Agree to help. It is a duty to help such a thoughtful deed. You get up from the couch, tagging along with Raffi to the toilet. Or so you were about to, until a wild Jimothy blocks your way. I'm afraid I can't let you do that, Raffi and Luka. And who are you to stop me? Someone who owns this house? That is a lie. All 3 of you know full well this place belongs 420% to Lena. But Jimothy doesn't have a single heck to give. Well then, what are you going to do about it? Her tone is challenging, insulting even, but somehow, it is Jimothy's responding gaze that sends goosebumps along your spine. Raffi, I know that you know that I know that a lot of things about you, like your true identity. Like what? What was that? Raffi's already holding your hand and dragging you away back to the couch. How assertive. Maybe next time, Luka. Jokes aside, it's the first time you've seen Raffi this shaken. You can't stop wondering about what happened. What did Jimothy mean about her past and her identity? The mystery nags at your mind. I will say hi to Jimothy. Hi, Jimothy. Cool. I'm done talking to people. Just as you figure you're done talking to your friends, a wild Jimothy approaches. You briefly wonder if this is how wildlife encounters feel. Hey, Jimothy just nods back. You realize you don't know anything about Jimothy. He's always there when you come over to Lena's house. Lena just introduced him as Jimothy when you first met. You would think he's her lover or whatever, but Lena's about as straight as a ruler. A bendy ruler. And to be honest, you've always been too afraid to ask. Who in the world are you? I'm Jimothy. You don't know how to answer that, and Jimothy speaks no more. Now that Jimothy's silent, you start to reflect by yourself. Today's been real fun, but talking to your friends has given you something you've become really, really curious about. Gwen. Well, you guess you'll do your best to figure that out. Your inner monologue is interrupted by Lena's voice, and also a pile of sandwiches. Everyone, get your asses here. Intermission's over. With everyone in tow, you shamble over. You realize this is a good chance to ask something. Wait, I have a question. About Jimothy. Who the heck is he? He's my bitch. Lena turns to Jimothy on the couch. Get me 3 glasses of beer. No. Lena turns back. This incident will not be remembered by history. So instead, Lena, no, the game master, clears her throat. As her words fill the space of the room, everyone feels themselves transitioning into the fantasy land of their creation. Oh, and the sandwiches? They're delicious. It's finally over. The land is free. You're free from this heavy burden the world has placed upon your shoulders. No more innocent blood shall be shed. No more civilians shall cry for mercy. The evil sorcerer has been felled. As you emerge from the dungeon cave place thingy, you shield your face against the blinding light of the sun. Wait, wasn't it night? Why is Jimothy there? You realize the blinding light is the light from the torches of soldiers here to capture you. Turns out murder is illegal. What? We killed a bad guy. I mean, we vanquish an evil foe for justice. Hey, get out of my face. According to the law, murder is illegal, but ruling your land with evil sorcery and threats isn't. That's accurate. Curse outdated laws created for those in power that make no sense in its application. Luckily, you haven't been discovered yet. Charm a nearby villager to hide you. I'm a bard. You roll for charm. Getting a 15 or higher means you will be successful. Let's roll. Roll. You rolled 15. The god of dice has smiled upon you and you were successful. I wonder if that actually rolls a dice? Or if it's always 15. That would be really interesting. With a not evil grin upon your face, you successfully evade the law. You probably commit tax fraud too, you absolute criminal. A murder charge upon your name, you manage to sneak away. Ah, crap. I, Jimothy, a commoner, sees criminals trying to get away. Alerted by a nameless commoner, the soldiers immediately zero in on you and your friends. As the soldiers cast a sleeping spell on you, the last thing you see is Jimothy. I'm sorry, Lena's friends. You know I had to do it to him. Why is he here? I wanted to feel included. And I let him. Because I'm the game master. Curse the almighty power of the game master. There's absolutely nothing you can do. Moving on. You all wake up in prison. I like the skeleton's vibes. The skeleton has good vibes. You all also curse Jimothy. Your game master kindly reminds you that stabbing Jimothy is not allowed. We need to break out. You wholeheartedly agree. Unfortunately, without your trusty dance guitar, you feel a little down as a bard. Ooh. But your line of bards were born to be free. In fact, you couldn't even wait 9 months to be born. You came out in 7. Everyone that tells you that's not a good thing is a hater and should be ignored. Examine surroundings. Not a bad idea. You turn to the wall. An ominous skeleton is chained to the wall, implying the doom you may face if you don't hurry the heck up. Examine the spoopy skelly boy. It's just a skeleton. A friendly-looking man, but that's it. Or is it? You can't help but feel that there is something more to this skull than it seems. Something more heroic and really supportive. Exactly because of that, the paladin, instinctually kicks the skeleton over. A guard hurries to your cell, tears in her eyes. Leave Bob, the emotional support skeleton, alone. The spoopy skull on the wall has a name now. Okay. Make peace with Bob, the emotional support skeleton. You use your sudden charming skills as a bard and roll to seduce Bob, the emotional support skeleton. Bob, the emotional support skeleton, is charmed and soothed by your kind words. With your help and your company, Bob, the emotional support skeleton, is able to overcome his long-lasting fear of commitment. Turns out, the true emotional support skeleton was inside you all along. Now willing to be brave under your new friendship, Bob, the emotional support skeleton, makes to propose to his boyfriend. Everyone, especially the guard, is extremely touched by the turnout of this event. Good job! The guard, moved by your compassion, agrees to help. Oh. The truth is, this place has no key. What? The guard explains that this particular cell has been enchanted with a powerful spell. So unnecessarily powerful, everyone wonders why they did that. The only way to open it is to reach the time for judgment, or to obtain that. That? Explain that, wench! Much to your surprise, a low laughter emerges from the cell beside you. That, huh? How foolish. No one has seen that in centuries. Quiet, prisoner. Psh. Ow! Pray tell, what is that you speak of? What's the point of knowing something you can never have? But very well, I like the look in your eyes. That is a GF. A GF? I see. A GF. Ah, of course. It was the GF. You seriously consider the logistics of a girlfriend in breaking out of jail? I mean, you do want a girlfriend regardless, probably among your very hot best friends, but it's true that it's not impossible. No one has seen a GF in this land for ages. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's against the law now to make a GF or bringing a foreign GF here. What's the deal with GF in this land? Does this place discriminate against girlfriends? Though, you could always make them in private. A whole bunch of GFs, that is. You want to do that. How do you do that? You really need to know how to do that. Just seeing a GF is enough for me to arrest you. They're dangerous, after all. Guns and firearms, that is. Oh. You knew that. You knew that. You totally knew that all along, yeah. From the way your friends avoid your gaze, it seems they were clueless as well. Well, studies from a long time ago shows GF violence is directly linked to the availability of GFs. Only a really stupid country would allow GFs while knowing that, right? Unfortunately, shading a certain country has made trial time arrive. Curse the illusion of the passage of time. You even tried blowing up the wall in the last-ditch attempt. It doesn't work. The guard just looks at you in this really shameful pity that makes you avoid her gaze. It's a good game. I like this game a lot. As you are led away by the guard, you ask the mysterious stranger one last question. Wait, tell me, what is your name? You hear a low laughter. My name? Jimothy. It was Jimothy all along. Okay, break time. Jimothy? I wanted to be included again. And I let him. Again. Okay. What, you got a problem? Huh? What you gonna do about it? Curses! The GM has ultimate power and you cannot defy her. Also, someone come to the store with me to buy drinks. I wanna come. Let me come with you. Someone's gotta stay to watch the house, and Jimothy's disappeared for some reason. Time to take the bullet like a big damn hero. I'll stay behind. I don't want to move anyways. Really? Well then, I'll let you pick whoever here to go with you. Ah, bless the undefiable power of the GM. Quick, pick someone you want to stay home with. I like how it automatically does Gwen. She's blushing. Guess it's you and me, Lena. Don't burn down the house. You request them to buy you a Pepsi Zero. They refuse, so you vow to curse them with your dying breath. As the door closes behind your friends, you inch closer to Gwen. Hey. Hey, nerd. She squirms a little, already fiddling with her phone. Kids these days. A familiar sight is on her phone screen, though you can't exactly figure out what that is. Probably Tumblr. She probably has like a cryptid blog, right? This is your chance to figure out her mystery. You sneak closer, much to Gwen's scowling, as you put on your cutest, most adorable face. It's hard to tell since you don't have eyes, but biological components are the least of your obstacles. Gwen makes a weird face at you. Noting it's not one of disgust, at the very least, you press on. Will you tell me what you were reading, pretty please? Gwen glanced at her phone, then to you, then to the phone again. Then she mumbles something, and you lean in to catch her. It's... huh? It is? I was looking at cryptids. Huh? Oh, why did that... Hold on, can I click that again? Somehow you feel like you should have expected something like that. Okay, how do I return? That's... As you mull over it, you begrudgingly accept something. Actually kind of cool? At that, Gwen's eyes shine brighter than a 10,000 watt light bulb. Cryptid hunting is the occupation with the highest esteem. In fact, Gwen looks around suspiciously, then strains her height to reach your ears. Her breath tickles. Let me send you something. She fiddles with her phone, and yours pings with multiple messages with image attachments. Have you heard of our local cryptid, the dingus? Oh, I love that. You pretend you have. It's extremely rare, you know, catching the dingus in action. They're, like, really fast. But I caught it on tape. Whoa, that looks like Raffi. The tape she's referring to turns out to be a shaky picture on her smartphone. The picture in the photo shines unnaturally in the darkness of its surroundings. An actual cryptid? Behold, the dingus! You look closer. Something about that, dingus looks familiar? Wait. The cryptid looks suspiciously like one of your friends. But would Ralphie sneak about at what looked like at 3 a.m. in the morning just to catch Gwen off guard? Actually, she would. So, I think it's true the dingus sheds its head once in a while. I mean, look. Hence the next photo. That, on the other hand, looks like a photo taken of a lone, crouching figure with the same owl-like shine in their eyes. In their hand is a can of some cheap Japanese beer brand as they slink in the darkness of the bush behind McDonald's. You wonder what is with McDonald's and this, cryptid. Is that Lena? That's where I'd been hiding out with Lena after my first encounter, and it worked. I've got a bunch more pictures since the stakeout. Then your phone starts ringing frantically with 142 images she's sending you. You realize more and more the resemblance to the cryptid to Lena drinking a beer. The hunt's been like super lucrative since I started this diner stakeout, though Lena's pretty useless. She keeps leaving once in a while, and the cryptid always appears when she's gone. Maybe it's true the dingus only shows themselves to solitary presences. Ah, dingus, I'll get you one day. On one hand, you wonder if you should tell her. On the other hand, this is literally the sweetest expression you had and ever will have seen. You don't think you've seen this side of Gwen before. This level of enthusiasm seems to make her sparkle, almost. It's a silly thought. Still, it's really nice, seeing her so excited about something. You want to see it more. At least, that's another silly thought you have. You notice Gwen's flickering gaze at you. Hey, Luka? Thanks for, being interested in this. We always pretend to fight and stuff, I guess, but I did always want to be closer to you, you know? And all this cryptid stuff, they're really important to me, I guess? Gwen has a shy but determined look on her face. I have trouble being honest with anything. It's weird to say this, but it's true. When I like someone, it always feels like I'm chasing them, and they're chasing me, and one of us will get tired out, always. I don't know, and I don't know how to stop. It's hard to talk to people about how I really feel. It's weird, right? Sharing something I've been interested in, really, and hunting cool things together side by side would be nice. It really would, wouldn't it? It's a sudden thought you have, a strange sort of epiphany as you share this moment with Gwen. You want to know more about the things she loves. You would love to know more about the things she loves. About the kind of person she is, deeper and deeper beneath. Gwen is suddenly scowling. You quickly try to hide how smitten you are. Gwen all of a sudden seems flustered. You know, maybe we could... Hey. Timothy scares the crap out of both of you. Gwen jumps away, face redder than ever, and bolts out. Now that you're alone, you also discover you were sitting a lot closer to her than you thought. You feel betrayed at missing the lack of distance as Gwen stays far away from you. We ran out of toilet paper. You also feel betrayed at how much you want to strangle Jimothy for interrupting. But you are not allowed to stab him, unfortunately. Oh, why did that... So instead, at an impasse, you just show him the photo of the dingus that looks suspiciously like Lena. Ah. When we were younger, my twin sister wanted to try drinking beer. And she's an idiot, so I told her you couldn't drink beer if you were under a certain height, or if you're around people of that height. When she grew taller, I told her she could only legally drink at 3 a.m. in the morning, because it was funny. I guess she felt like drinking when she was out with Gwen. Wow. Wait, twin sister? You remember Lena telling you she had a twin brother. You also realize Jimothy's striking resemblance to Lena. You decide to pretend to have known this already. Soon after your internal turmoil, your friends return with food and a Pepsi Zero, even though disgust is evident on their faces. Nice. Curses shall not befall them in your dying breath. It takes a bit of a scuffle to return to each of your seats. Soon enough, though, the game master clears your throat. And it begins. Hey, I'm actually going to leave it there. Again, I don't want Monday.io to be the sort of thing where I accidentally finish games. So if you want to see more of this game, you can buy it. There is a link down in the description. You probably already have this game through the Itchio Racial Injustice Bundle. I am saying that for every single one of these games, because I want you to play them and support the developers. This is good. I like this a lot. This has a lot of my very specific favorite kinds of charm, and I'm super down for it. I like it a lot. I'm definitely gonna continue playing this on my own time because it's very sweet. Anyway, I love you all. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night. And as always, I am no longer here.